Good morning. Today we will start chapter number 4, that is Introduction to Artificial Intelligence. This is the chapter in section 2nd. Already we have covered 2 chapters in section 1st. That third chapter is purely mathematical. That I will take it at last. Now we will finish chapter number 4, chapter number 5 and chapter number 6 in section 2nd. Now this chapter number 4 or unit number 4, it is title is Fundamentals of AI or Artificial Intelligence. In that first point we are going to see, that is Introduction to Artificial Intelligence. Then we are going to study applications of artificial intelligence, that is games, theorem proving, natural language processing, vision and speech processing, robotics, expert systems, machine learning, deep learning. Then we are going to study some problem solving methods, that is state space search, production systems, search space control. In that different methods are there: depth first, breadth first search, heuristic search, in that hill climbing, best first search, branch and bound. Therefore this chapter is purely theoretical. You may understand it or you will not. Please listen the lecture carefully. Also read the notes provided in the study material. Then and then you will understand. You are knowing that this time your examination is offline. Therefore, please be prepared for that. Now we'll start chapter number 4 or unit number 4, that is Fundamentals of AI. Now already we are knowing AI. Everyone is speaking AI. It is known as artificial intelligence. Now this is the emerging branch in the engineering field. Everywhere now artificial intelligence will be there. First of all, just I will talk in general about artificial intelligence and then we'll start our theory. Now you are knowing that when you are using the mobile, or suppose you are using the Facebook, and suppose you will like one ad is there, Reebok shoes or Puma shoes or Adidas shoes. If you like it, then every time, suppose today you will like it, tomorrow if you will open Facebook, definitely that ad will come in your account. That is whenever you are surfing Facebook. Therefore, that Facebook is using artificial intelligence technology. It recognizes or it understands that this person is in liking of these shoes, maybe Puma shoes or any type of shoes, Woodland shoes are there. Therefore, continuously they are going to show you the ads of the shoes. Also, if you are reading the newspaper, online newspaper, Lokmat, E-Sakal or maybe Maharashtra Times, and if you like, if you see that different ads are there, shoes or many ads are there, if you will just see, click on one ad, next time that system will understand artificially that this person is in interest of these things. Therefore, definitely they are going to show you that things only. Therefore, this is nothing but artificial intelligence. Also, in mobile also different ads are coming. Whenever we are switching on our internet on mobile, and if you are going to surf anything, therefore definitely these small ads are popping up. Therefore, that is nothing but artificial intelligence. Therefore, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is broadly defined as the ability of a digital computer or computer controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. Therefore, it is the ability of a digital computer or computer controlled robot to perform tasks commonly associated with intelligent beings. AI is accomplished by studying how human brain thinks and how humans learn, decide, and work while trying to solve a problem. And then using the outcomes of this study as a basis of developing intelligent software and systems. Before we proceed, just understand the scenario. Whether aeronautical engineers define the goal as making machines that fly so exactly like pigeons that they can fool even other pigeons. Therefore, this is nothing but scenario. Now, another field of artificial intelligence I will tell, that is nothing but in medical field. Now, you are knowing that in medical field that radiologist is there, MD radiologist, that post graduation degree is there, that radiologist. Now, artificial intelligence is coming in that radiology. Now, what that artificial intelligence will do, whatever scan data of that radiology will be there. You are knowing that we are going for this scanning of our stomach or whatever, if pain is there in our stomach. Sonography, it is known as sonography. Therefore, this computer will store all the person's data in it, and now afterwards there will not be any requirement of that human or that doctor, that what is there inside the stomach, or when it will be scanned by that machine, that sonography machine. Therefore, that is nothing but artificial intelligence. It will give the judgment as as a human being. Also, you are knowing that in cricket match, that review is there, review, LBW review is there, and it is showing that if this ball will fall on the ground and when it will jump, then it will hit the stumps. Therefore, that is nothing but artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is there in cricket also. Whenever that third umpire is checking that LBW appeal from the bowler, then that third umpire is checking if that ball will fall on this ground here and it will impact or it will hit the pad of the that cricketer or batsman. Then if you will remove that batsman, whether that ball is going to hit the stump or not, that is nothing but artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Therefore, based upon this only, that third umpire gives the judgment. Therefore, this is the artificial intelligence. Now, AI capabilities. What are the different capabilities of AI? See that AI can solve complex problems, perform high-level computations. Also, it can be used in decision making. Already I told this decision making example in the cricket match. Also, in the medical field, in that radiology branch, if you will use AI in sonography machine, then this decision maker will be there. Then increased accuracy. Because of this, accuracy is increased. Therefore, these are nothing but AI capabilities. We are going to study. I am going to tell you in depth about introduction to AI. Now, what are the recent features based on AI? First is Google Maps. We are knowing whenever we are traveling from one destination to another destination. Therefore, we are using? We are using Google Map get directions. Suppose I want to travel from Pandharpur to Pune. Therefore, that Google Map will show me the 2 or 3 different routes, shortest route, longest route, whatever it is, and that it is also showing whether that on that route construction is going or not, construction of the road. Therefore, this is nothing but artificial intelligence. Then Alexa, you are knowing in Amazon app, this Alexa is there, which is used. That is nothing but artificial intelligence. Then for face recognition also artificial intelligence is used. Fingerprint recognition, you are knowing that thumb scanning machine is there. Aadhaar, we are knowing that whenever we are going to link Aadhaar to anything, to the bank account or to the while taking mobile SIM card, that person is using one thing is there, and he's showing telling us that please put your thumb or any one finger on that machine or that fingerprint machine, and if that machine will recognize our fingerprint when we'll enter Aadhaar number, and if our fingerprint is matched with the fingerprint whatever we have given during registration of Aadhaar number, therefore automatically that application opens or that our SIM card is linked to the Aadhaar number. Therefore, this is nothing but fingerprint recognition. Then recommended ads and so on. Already I have told you example on Facebook, different ads of the shoes. That is nothing but artificial intelligence. Now, introduction. The problem and at the same time opportunity with AI is that it's not very well defined. If we would show the navigation system of our car to someone living in 1980, he or she would probably consider it as a form of artificial intelligence, whereas we nowadays would probably not. We are seeing the same with speech and image recognition, natural language recognition, game engines, and other technologies that are becoming more and more common and embedded in everyday technology. On the other hand, various technology solution providers are taking the opportunity to rebrand their existing solutions to AI to take advantage of the huge hype and that the market is experiencing and the resulting press coverage. If we have built a machine learning model that predicts consumer demand, a solution that has been existing for years, would have called it data mining in the past, and we now see it rebranded as artificial intelligence. This is adding to the confusion and may very well lead to inflated expectations. That is, artificial intelligence consists of different this machine learning and deep learning. Also, it consists of data mining. Nevertheless, recent developments in AI are impressive and exciting, but also overestimated and misunderstood. In order to split hype from reality and help forming a view on this market, we will publish a series of articles explaining the world of AI, zooming into the techniques that are associated with AI, the most appealing business applications and potential issues we can expect. Therefore, AI is used in business applications. Therefore, first of all, we will study what is AI, then what is machine learning, what is cognitive analytics, and how these terms relate or differ from one another. All these terms are related to AI. Now, first of all, again, artificial intelligence. In general terms, AI refers to a broad field of science encompassing not only computer science but also psychology, philosophy, linguistics, and other areas. AI is concerned with getting computers to do tasks that would normally require human intelligence. Having said that, there are many point of views on AI and many definitions exist. Below some AI definitions which highlight key characteristics of AI. Therefore, these 2 to 3 definitions are there. Some general definitions. Artificial intelligence is a computerized system that exhibits behavior that is commonly thought of as requiring intelligence. This is second definition. Already we have seen this is the first definition, that is AI refers to a broad field of science encompassing not only computer science but also psychology, philosophy, linguistics, and other areas. AI is concerned with getting computers to do tasks that normally require human intelligence. Therefore, this is the first definition. Second definition is artificial intelligence is a computerized system that exhibits behavior that is commonly thought of as requiring intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the science of making machines do things that would require intelligence if done by man. Then next, the founding father of AI, Alan Turing, defines this discipline as AI is the science and engineering of making intelligent machines, especially intelligent computer programs. Therefore, this is fourth definition. In all these definitions, the concept of intelligence refers to the ability to plan, reason, and learn, sensing and building some kind of perception of knowledge and communicate in natural language. Therefore, this is nothing but intelligence, that is ability to plan, reason, and learn, sensing and building some kind of perception of knowledge and communicate in natural language. This is nothing but intelligence. Therefore, this is nothing but key characteristics of AI. This is nothing but human brain is there. This is nothing but intelligence, artificial intelligence. Therefore, characteristics of AI is first of all big data, capable of processing, that is AI is capable of processing massive amounts of structured and unstructured data, which can change constantly. Therefore, data depends upon human to human. Therefore, whatever number of persons are there in the world, number or count I am saying, suppose in India 130 billion persons are there, therefore 130 billion data is there. Therefore, this big data, structured as well as unstructured, this such type of data AI can handle. Ability to reason, that is deductive or inductive, and to draw inference means conclusion, based on the situation, context driven awareness of the system. Therefore, AI will give us the decision, that is it will show us the reason. Then learning, ability to learn based on historical patterns, expert input and feedback loop. Then fourth is problem solving, capable of analyzing and solving complex problems in special purpose and general purpose domain. Therefore, AI is also capable of solving complex problem in special purpose or general purpose domain. This is nothing but four key characteristics of artificial intelligence system. Now we will see difference between narrow AI, that is narrow artificial intelligence, and general artificial intelligence. A chess computer could beat a human in playing chess, but it couldn't solve a complex math problem. Virtually all current AI is narrow, meaning it can only do what it is designed for. This means every problem, a specific algorithm needs to be designed to solve it. Narrow AI are mostly much better at the task they were made for than humans, like face recognition, chess computers, calculus, translation. The holy grail of AI is a general AI, a single system that can learn about any problem and then solve it. This is exactly what humans do. We can specialize in a specific topic, from abstract maths to psychology, and from sports to art. We can become experts at all of them. An AI system combines and utilizes mainly machine learning and other types of data analytics methods to achieve artificial intelligence capabilities. Now, these are the relation between AI, machine learning, and underlying methods and infrastructure. See that artificial intelligence means what? Ability to sense, reason, engage, and learn. Artificial intelligence consists of computer vision, robotics and motion, natural language processing, voice recognition, planning and optimization, knowledge capture. Now, within this big circle of artificial intelligence, these are the branches, that is machine learning, methods, and technologies. Therefore, this artificial intelligence encompasses means captures, or it consists of machine learning methods and technologies. Now, in machine learning means what? Ability to learn unsupervised learning, supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Supervised learning means what? You can take an example of our teacher student. When teacher is in the class, students are learning. That is nothing but supervised learning. Next is methods, that is ability to reason, regression, decision trees, etc. And third is technologies, that is physical enablement platform, which are UX, APIs, sensors, etc. Therefore, this is nothing but relation between AI, machine learning, and underlying methods and infrastructure. Now, what is machine learning? We'll see, since it is introduction. Machine learning is the process whereby a computer distills meaning by exposure to training data. If, for example, you want an algorithm to identify spam in emails, you will have to train the algorithm by exposing it to many examples of emails that are manually labeled as being spam or not spam. The algorithm learns to identify patterns like occurrence of certain words or combination of words that determines the chance of an email being spam. Machine learning can be applied to many different problems and data sets. You can train an algorithm to identify pictures of cats in photo collections, potential fraud cases in insurance claims, transform handwriting into structured text, transform speech into text, etc. All these examples would require labeled training sets. Depending on the technique used, an algorithm can improve itself by adding a feedback loop that tells it in which cases it made mistakes. The difference with AI, however, is that a machine learning algorithm will never understand what it was trained to do. It may be able to identify spam, but it will not know what spam or understand what spam is or understand why we want it to be identified. And if there is a new sort of spam emerging, it will probably not be able to identify it unless someone, that is human, retrains the algorithm. Machine learning is at the basis of most AI systems. But while a machine learning system may look smart in our definition of AI, it is not. It is in fact not. Therefore, this is what machine learning. That is, machine learning means what? You have to develop an algorithm, and that algorithm or that program, you have to train it by giving many examples. Examples means data. They have given us example of that, how to identify spam emails. Therefore, that is what artificial intelligence. Automatically, that email is going to the spam folder. Or how to identify photos, potential fraud cases in insurance claims, how to transform handwriting into structured text. That is nothing but AI or machine learning. Next is cognitive analytics. This is the next branch of AI. First branch is machine learning, second is cognitive analytics. Cognitive analytics is a subset of AI that deals with cognitive behavior we associate it with thinking as opposed to perception and motor control. Thinking allows an entity to obtain information from observations, learn, and communicate. A cognitive system is capable of extracting information from data by extracting concepts and relationships into a knowledge base. For example, from a text of Barack Obama, the relations from figure 3, it is there in next slide, can be extracted using natural language processing. 80% of all company data is unstructured, and current cognitive analytics system can search all of it to find the answer to your question. Therefore, we will see now Barack Obama, how these texts are extracted by using natural language processing. See that figure 3, a knowledge base extracted from text. Mexico, it is neighbor of USA President Barack Obama. His father is Malaya Obama. His sibling maybe Sasha Obama. Then this Michael Obama spouse. Like this, it is there. This is nothing but artificial intelligence. From this speech of this Barack Obama, you can draw the conclusions like this, or you can extract the text, knowledge base extracted from the text. Now, learning enables the cognitive system to improve over time in two major ways. Firstly, by interacting with humans and obtaining feedback from the conversation partner, or by observing two interacting humans. Secondly, from all the data in the knowledge base, new knowledge can be obtained using inference. Another important aspect of cognitive analytics is the ability to use context. Context enables a cognitive analytics system to infer meaning from language. For example, a chatbot can take into account the conversation history to infer who is referred by the word he. Therefore, here it is an example of conversation of the cognitive system. Now, user, who is Obama's life? AI, Michael Obama. User, how old is he? Now, he means what? Barack Obama. It is not Michael Obama. Therefore, AI says Barack Obama is 55 years old. Therefore, this is the example of conversation of a cognitive system. Now, next. For this simple exercise, the system needs to be aware of names that represent people, relationships between people, gender, and the common sense to infer that Obama refers to Barack Obama. All this contextual information is required to make the right inferences to answer both questions. Since cognitive systems are aware of context, can understand unstructured data, and reason about information, they can communicate with humans as well. This enables the system to understand a question posed in English, not longer requiring the time-consuming process of converting the question into a format the computer can work with. For example, a call center representative cognitive system can quickly answer a customer's question about camping gear by using information from products description, customer reviews, sales histories, topical blogs, and travel magazines. Cognitive systems can understand and communicate through many mediums, including speech, image, video, sign language, graphs, or any combination of these. Therefore, this is nothing but cognitive analytics. It can communicate through image, speech, video, sign language, graphs, and combination of these. Now, next field of AI is robotics. Robotics. AI is an important enabling factor in designing and operationalizing smart robots and other process automation applications. In its most simple form, a robot may be a machine that is programmed to perform a simple task by following step-by-step instructions. It would consist of a rule-based engine that explicitly tells the system what to do when a certain condition occurs. A robot in a car factory is programmed like that and hardly considered intelligent. But robotics exists in a variety of much more intelligent shapes, ranging from unmanned autonomous vehicles, drones, small smart vacuum cleaners to intelligent chatbots you are knowing, and smart assistants, etc. Chatbots means what? Whenever we are logging to any website, automatically that popping window comes. May I help you? Therefore, we are start chatting with it. Therefore, that is what intelligent chatbot and smart assistants, etc. How advanced robots are is vivid if we look at robots developed by Boston Dynamics and MIT Cheetah. We have seen these examples. Other example is Amelia, an intelligent assistant with natural language processing capabilities. Key aspect of robotics is that it combines hardware, that is mechanical parts, sensors, screens, etc., with intelligent software and data to perform a task for which certain level of intelligence is required. For example, orientation, motion, interaction, etc. Now next is smart machines. The major theme in using the term smart machines is autonomy. Smart machines are systems that to some extent are able to make decisions by themselves, requiring no human input. Cognitive analytic systems can be smart machines as well as robots or any kind of AI as long as it adheres to this rule. In the case of a robot, autonomy could consist of a capability to plan where it wants to go, what it wants to achieve, and how to overcome obstacles. Rather than being human controlled or simply following instructions, it could achieve higher level goals like getting groceries, inspecting buildings, and so forth. This is enabled by planning methods, self-preservation instincts on top of the skills that a normal robot already requires. In the case of a cognitive system, it will proactively try to learn new facts, gauge opinions, and learn new common sense rules by engaging in active conversation with humans, asking questions, and double checking them with data found online. It will also actively inform decision makers about changes it has observed. For example, if the opinion of customers on social media suddenly makes a swing, it could even act upon these changes. In this example, engaging with the customers or sharing the positive opinions on the social media outlets of the company. Since smart machines are autonomous and intelligent, they might start communicating among themselves. This leads to multi-agent systems that can make trades to improve their utility. The building inspecting robot can ask a drone to inspect a roof for him, trading this favor for another favor like transporting goods or simply currency. That is, robot can ask a drone, that is nothing but smart machines. He can send the signal that drone, he can send the signal to the drone, check the roof top. The drone will fly, it will capture the images and it will send that images to the robot. A cognitive system that becomes a smart machine can specialize in a specific area, becoming an expert in that area. Now, other smart machines can ask it for information in that area and it will be able to provide more relevant answers more quickly than a general cognitive system that is not specialized. Information brokers like this improve the overall utility of the whole network of smart machines. Therefore, these are nothing but smart machines. Now, we will see some of the AI applications. Now, artificial intelligence applications or branches. First is game playing, second theorem proving, third natural language processing, fourth vision processing, fifth robotics, sixth expert systems, seventh machine learning, eighth deep learning. Therefore, these are the branches of AI. Now, these are the applications of artificial intelligence, present or parent discipline of AI. Which are the parent disciplines of AI? Philosophy and cognitive science, then maths, then psychology, then computer science. All it combines and it will form artificial intelligence, all these four branches. Now, artificial intelligence consists of reasoning, learning, planning, perception, knowledge acquisition, intelligent search, uncertainty management, and others. These are the subjects under AI. Therefore, subjects under AI, which are the subjects? Game playing, that is applications, theorem proving, language and image understanding, robotics and navigation. Therefore, these are the four subjects in the AI. AI consists of these different things: reasoning, learning, planning, perception, knowledge acquisition, intelligent search, uncertainty management, and others. Therefore, we'll see the applications one by one. The applications of AI are shown in figure. We have seen. Now, first application we'll see consumer marketing. Consumer marketing. Have you ever used any kind of credit, ATM, store card while shopping? If so, you have very likely been input to an AI algorithm. All this information is recorded digitally. Companies like Nielsen gather this information weekly and search for patterns. General changes in consumer behavior, tracking responses to new products, identifying customer segments, targeted marketing. For example, they find out that consumers with sports cars who buy textbooks respond well to offers of new credit cards. Algorithms such as data mining search data for patterns based on mathematical theories of learning. Therefore, one example I will give you, since in consumer marketing. Now, if you will go to the ATM machine, now what are the government banks ATM machines are there that are not that much smart. But if you will see the private banks ATM or IndusInd Bank ATM in Pandharpur, you will see that when you are going to withdraw money through the ATM, and suppose the last amount today suppose you will withdraw an amount of 5,000 only. Therefore, tomorrow when you are going to reach or when you are going to take out the money tomorrow through the same ATM, and if you will insert your card, then automatically that ATM suggests you that amount 5,000. Therefore, that is nothing but artificial intelligence. That machine has recognized that last time or yesterday you have taken out only 5,000 rupees from the ATM machine. Therefore, today you may want this much only. Therefore, that machine is automatically displaying the numbers 5,000. Again, that statement is there. If you want different amount, then press here. Means like this is nothing but consumer marketing. Also, I have given you example while surfing Facebook or WhatsApp, or whenever you are reading newspaper online on mobile, that different advertisements of shoes are coming. That is nothing but consumer marketing. Next is identification technologies. ID cards, for example, ATM cards, can be a nuisance and security risk. Cards can be lost, stolen, passwords forgotten, etc. Next is for biometric identification. Walk up to a locked door, then there is camera is there, fingerprint device is there, microphone is there. Computer uses biometric signature for identification, face, eyes, fingerprints, voice pattern. This works by comparing data from a person at door with stored library. Learning algorithms can learn the matching process by analyzing a large library database offline, can improve its performance. Therefore, you are knowing in our mobile also fingerprint option is there. Whenever we are pressing the finger at the back of the mobile, at that time that locked screen opens. Therefore, that is nothing but artificial intelligence. You have given your finger to that mobile. In mobile also some artificial intelligence is there. Therefore, that finger image is stored in the mobile. Therefore, whenever you are going to press your finger to that fingerprint option at the back of the mobile, definitely that mobile opens or it gets unlocked. Therefore, that is nothing but identification technologies. Now, third is intrusion detection. Intrusion means what? If some outside person will come, or if some other things will come other than the stored database, then that intrusion detection will be there. Computer security. We each have specific patterns of computer use, times a day, lengths of session, command used, sequence of commands, etc. Would like to learn the signature of each authorized user, can identify non-authorized user. Then how can the program automatically identify users, record users commands and time intervals, characterize the patterns for each user, model the variability in these patterns, classify any new user by similarity to stored patterns. Therefore, if suppose new user comes, if suppose I will take your mobile and I want to open your mobile through my fingerprint, it is not possible because that is intruder. I will act, or mobile will recognize that some other person is using the mobile, and if that person will press the fingerprint and that fingerprint option, therefore mobile will not get unlocked. That is nothing but intruder detection. Then machine translation, language problems in international business. For example, at a meeting of Japanese, Koreans, Vietnamese, and Swedish investors, no common language. Therefore, at that time, this natural language processing is there. There, artificial intelligence is used. If you are shipping your software manuals to 127 countries, the solution is hire translators to translate. Would be much cheaper if a machine could do this. That is, if machine will do this translation, then instead of translators, we can use that machine. How hard is automated translation? very difficult. For example, English to Russian. Not only must the words be translated, but their meaning also. Now you are knowing that in computer, suppose you will type in Google, we want to translate English to Marathi or English to Russian or English to that Persian language of Afghanistan or maybe that Egypt. Therefore, if that software comes, if we'll put our English text, definitely it will show translation in Marathi, then in Persian, then maybe in various different languages are there in the world. Therefore, according to that, Russian, Polish means Poland. In Poland, that Polish language is there. Therefore, such type of translator tools are available online. That is nothing but artificial intelligence only. Otherwise, we need a translator. Therefore, we will stop here. Next, we will see what is the early work in AI or what is the history of AI. And now we will stop here.